Previously on Zero Escape, 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. 5 plus 6 plus 8 equals 21. E, 2 plus... no, wait. wait. No. That doesn't feel right. Wait. E. There we go. That felt better. And now back to... Hello everybody, User Evans here. I'm back here for more Zero Escape. Here with Seth. Say hello, Seth.
Heyo.
Okay, so yes, this episode it's numero 6, not 5. Why? Well, let me tell you a little story called I was dumb enough to delete the video before uploading it. Yeah, this shit ended up happening with Xenoblade Chronicles at 1.2, and I can't believe it happened again now with this. On the bright side, well, you guys got to see the short just not too long ago to see a little bit skip of what happens, but let me just tell you the shit that happens. So, pretty much, we went to do door 1. As some of you that may know the game, you guys know what happens in there. We ended up speaking with Clover about who would have done it, and most likely would have been Santa and Seven. Then after that, Ace ended up figuring out that we cheated on the papers, but said nothing of it since he got the door that he wanted anyway. Then after that, we went to Captain's quarters. We found a dead guy's body with a bracelet with a 0 on it. And then it ended up doing a puzzle, which for one code, the code ended up being the hexadecimals of the initials of Zero, Z-E-R-O. Just so that is a hexadecimal, and it was the code for the panel. While also doing some other things with Morse code to give you a hit on set front. Besides that, we escaped, and then Clover was a little bit late, so we went back to her, and she had something on her pockets, but then she ran away. As she went to the side, Junpei ended up seeing that she had something like a stick on her back inside her blues. That was a little suspicious. Yeah. After that, they went back to the central staircase, and they found everybody, and they thought that they found the door 9. But before they went there, Clover ended up speaking up, that saying that they should investigate door 2 since they didn't investigate that one, and it could have something to make everybody escape, since she didn't want everybody to start fighting again. So they agreed, and the ones to investigate door 2 ended up being Clover, June, Santa, and Seven. Then they went down the elevator. In the meanwhile, Ace and Lotus, well, Ace said to Lotus that he wanted to show her something important, and then he would show Junpei after that. Then, after a few minutes, Clover went back up the elevator, and it was only her. And Junpei said, "Hey, where's everybody? You really want to know?" said her. And then she showed her, she ended up putting some bracelets on the floor. It was the bracelets of 6. Well, not 6. Yeah, it was a bracelet of June, which was 6, bracelet of 7, that's 7, and 3, which was Santa. She ended up killing them because to take revenge on her for killing her brother. Then Junpei asked why June, because she wanted to protect them. So she ended up getting rid of her because she was in the way. After that, Junpei was just fucking broken and mind-broken beyond, and could barely think of anything straight. And Clover just extended her hand to Junpei so they could escape together with her bracelet, Junpei's bracelet, and the bracelet 0, since that would unlock number 9. But right after Junpei took her hand, she cut off his hand and took the bracelet. And that's how we got the bad end and got the axe ending. As you guys can see down left there, as I leave the icon there. Then after that, Seth said that he wanted to go to the place where we were choosing the doors in the hospital room, and we ended up choosing door 3. And after Santa explained to us why we couldn't choose door 3, we ended up going for door 3 anyway, and Junpei ended up basically tricking everybody into, well, not everybody, well, yeah, tricking everybody into making some people open the door 3 for him. And then we went inside with June, Santa,
7.
Yeah, 7 and himself, and leaving the others behind. And all because he wanted to go to a door with June. And Santa was fucking pissed, but before he could begin to continue being pissed, they had to get to the dead to deactivate the detonator. After that, they turn on the lights and then discover Steg's dead body. After that, June freaked the fuck out, and Junpei had to hold her with an embrace to calm her down. After that, we investigate the room, do some puzzles, some pretty good enough puzzles, and then when we went to a closet, June ended up talking about a memory resurfaced on June when she saw Junpei with a broom. And it was about that in elementary school, somebody had killed the rabbits inside their place. So Juna and Junpei ended up being guard on there all summer, so they could see if the killers came back to confront them. They never came back, but and Junpei was like, "Oh yeah, we were out of our minds. It would have been dangerous. We would have been scared. You would have been scared, right, June?" And it was like, "No, I wasn't scared because you were there with me." And it was oh, how cute. And after that, we were messing with that thermometer to get the last bit of a code to escape. And Santa was talking about how a human, how the cells wouldn't survive past 175 degrees Fahrenheit, and that something that would cause that, it would be a sauna. Yeah, if you would get stuck in a sauna or inside an incinerator, or well, not incinerator, just burn alive in general. And right after Junpei got the thing off, Santa looked a bit sad after saying that. And then leave that to your thought cloud. After that, they went back to the hospital room. Lotus slapped the shit out of Junpei for doing that shit, honestly, deserved. But after speaking about Snake being there and all that, they decided to go to see where the Mercury keycard would lead them. They went down the elevator, found door 2, and Junpei, Seve, and Lotus are here to go beyond the door. And that's all that happened. So thankfully, not much, and pretty easy to at least summarize. All in all, we got a bad ending. Then we went to door 3 and got some backstory with June and a little bit of something on Santa, and now we're here. So okay, now hopefully this type won't be stupid enough to delete the recording again. Anyways, it's been 6 minutes, well 7 minutes. Let's go in. Lotus was the first through the door. 7 was next, and Junpei brought up the rear.
Alert.
Fortunately, it took them only moments to find the death. It had been placed just inside the room, right next to the number door. They gathered around it and quickly scanned each other's bracelets.
Ding.
There we go.
It stopped. Yeah. It stopped.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be another place where you're gonna be voicing everybody.
No, take Lotus, please.
God, okay.
Everyone today.
All right. I'll take Lotus. Junpei could feel his heart pounding against the inside of his ribs. 7 and Lotus were breathing hard and fast. It was the 3rd time they'd been through the process, but they had yet to grow accustomed to it. Not that Junpei wanted to. He planned to finish the game before he got a chance to let imminent death become commonplace. Junpei looked around again. It was a short hallway with 5 doors along the walls. There were 3 doors along the left wall, and a single one on the right. At the end of the hallway, the 5th door was covered by a thick metal plate. Junpei didn't think they'd be able to open it. After taking a look around the room himself, 7 spoke.
Alright, let's get started. I think we'd probably better split up. You two okay with that?
Yes, no problem.
Sure thing.
7 nodded to them and stepped into the room closest to him. Lotus looked at the door for a moment and then headed for the one in the center. At last, Junpei was left alone.
Well, I guess I'd better get started too.
He looked intently at the remaining 3 doors. Alright.
Alright, let's keep her going.
Seek a way out. So, where to?
Alright, well, let's check the doors then. What is this, a fucking prison? Like solitary confinement? There's something blue in the mirror I want to see. What the fuck is that?
I don't know. Yeah.
What the hell is this supposed to be? Like a drawing of a whirlpool or something? Well, if I had to guess, I'd say it's trying to look like water.
Fair enough.
Why? Whatever, check the sink. Looked like the water doesn't work. Doesn't matter how much Steven turns that thing, no water's coming out. Has the water been shut off from somewhere else? There's a little tile in the drain. Doesn't look like we're gonna be able to pull it out of there. Might have to use our heads on this one. Alright, let's figure this thing out.
Alright.
Okay, I think that's everything. There is a divider. What's around the divider?
Toilet.
That's a toilet. But there's no back to it. Check the toilet, I guess?
Oh.
Whoa! That's gonna be a screenshot moment.
Looks like a sun.
A symbol on a toilet. Yeah. Symbol on a toilet, huh? Seems a little fishy to me. Did I grab a screenshot? It's a sun symbol, but it doesn't look like the ones on the doors.
Wait, is there more? Oh, yeah, there is, I guess.
Damn, this toilet's pretty nasty to begin with. But the inside's even worse. Honestly, I'm amazed you could bring yourself to touch it. Ha! There's way nastier stuff out there in the world than a gross toilet. You're a real deep thinker, aren't you?
Oh yeah, during door 3 we discovered that we discovered some luminol to make some of the to discover some of the puzzles to solve the puzzle in the room, and and Seven here knew what luminol was and how it worked, and then they were like, "How do you know this?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, how do I know that?"
Yeah, how does he fucking know that? Anyway. Hey, this handle's pretty loose. Loose? You think it'll come off if you pull on it?
Oh.
It fell off. Huh. Look at this. That handle doesn't really fit on the string. Maybe it wasn't meant to be attached to it.
Huh. Handle.
Handle. Take a look at this handle. The inside of the hole is threaded, like you're supposed to screw something in there. Seen anything that might fit in there? Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
There, toilet paper roll.
Oh.
A toilet paper tube, huh? I seriously doubt I'm gonna need this for anything. Well, this part's thinner than the rest. In fact, it doesn't really look like it's part of the rest of this thing. The rod feels loose. Maybe if I give it a couple turns. Here we go.
Oh.
He's gonna take it off.
Screwdriver
shaft. Screwdriver shaft?
Huh.
Hey, this is a screwdriver shaft. It's missing a handle, though. Oh, we're making a screwdriver!
Oh. That's clever.
Even if we run into a screw it fits, we're gonna have a hard time without a handle. Well, if we can find the handle, then maybe then it'll do some good. So yeah, combine!
There you go.
So if I just stick this metal rod into the handle...
Yeah, screwdriver.
The squeaky noises. The squeaky noises.
Okay, yeah, and it's it's X. It's an X type of screwdriver.
Yeah. Thank God it's the right kind of screwdriver for that screw. Awesome. We can totally use this. Damn, the screwdriver looks like a soldering iron. You think it's some sort of industrial grade screwdriver? Guess that doesn't really matter. Anyway, so long as we got this thing, we can unscrew any Phillips screws we run into.
Right, they're called Phillips screws, the one that have a cross.
Phillips heads.
Yeah, Phillips heads.
Phillips head.
Yeah, we just call
Okay,
it
well,
cross screws in my country.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Bed.
Bed.
It's a dirty blanket on the bed. Man, this is a mess. It's not even a bed anymore. Can't say I'd want to sleep there.
Huh.
No, I think that's it.
Okay, okay.
Alright, I think we are done. Oh, no, we're not done with this room. There's a drawer. This thing's really simple. Is it really a desk? Well, of course it's gonna be simple. I mean, it's probably like that so we don't try and use it as part of the puzzle, right? You probably use their desk to write letters to your family or something. This is a boat. But the only thing they used this for was eating off. Huh? What the hell? It's not opening. There's something up with this drawer. I don't trust it.
Ah, I see. Do you see it?
Oh, it's screwed. Sweet, got the screws off. Now we can open the drawer. There's nothing in here. Well, maybe the drawer is what we need. The drawer, huh? Alright, let's yank the thing out.
Okay, sure. A whole ass fucking drawer.
Old desk drawer. There's a bump on the back. I wonder what it's for. Maybe there's a hole somewhere, and these bumps line up with it and trigger a hidden switch or something. Hey, maybe we've seen weirder stuff. We've seen weirder stuff. Doesn't seem that far-fetched.
Fair enough. Yep.
There they are. Okay.
Yeah. That's
Well,
just
I think that's it for this room. We don't need to check the chair. All right, second door. Oh, there's another mirror. Somebody made some wavy blue lines on this mirror with blue paint.
Is that a drawing of a blue scarf? No, maybe not. Whoops.
It's the square hole.
Yeah.
There's no knob in this faucet. There's no way we can get water out of it like this.
If we can find a knob or something that'll work as one, then we should be able to get water to come out of this thing.
The drain is kind of weird shape. This drain is kind of a weird shape for a drain. You'd think they made it a shape for a reason, or just for fun.
Yeah, definitely we need something that we don't have.
Yeah. Alright, check around the corner for the toilet. Hey, actual toilet paper. Alright, oh, moon. I'm taking a screenshot of that. So, save.
A moon? What a filthy, disgusting moon.
Yeah, it's pretty filthy, but it's a precious hint. Let's remember it, alright?
I refuse to touch this. I refuse!
What's wrong with you?
I don't want to touch it, ever!
Toilet paper or the handle? Yeah, toilet paper. That's whatever. This paper seems to be pretty old.
Ew, how the hell can you touch that? It's horrible.
Well, it's not like I've really got a choice, do I? It's not like I want to. It's just hanging from the wall.
Well, if we're pulling the string, then it must be a toilet that flushes.
Bed.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Well, it looks like a towel. I have to wonder if the design means anything, though. Maybe you should consider what the design might be. Perhaps that'll give us a hint.
Okay, well, obviously it's the two mirrors in the rooms. This bed looks even sadder without the pillow.
So, it's still a terrible bed. I'd never slept on a bed like that.
That bed looks cold. Pretty sure you'd freeze to death in the winter.
No kidding. If I try to sleep here, my skin will dry out in no time.
It's not like you're that young anymore. That shouldn't really matter.
My, Junpei, aren't you lucky? It seems you'll die before you have a chance to grow old and hideous.
I'm sorry. You're right. Dry skin is a woman's worst enemy. Had to double back pretty quickly. All right, yeah, turn. Drawer.
Oh, oops.
Oh, there's a handle there.
Oh, yeah, the handle's there. This is a very simple desk. It looks like it was made from leftover scrap wood. There's nothing in the drawer.
Yeah. Something's not right, though. The handle on that drawer doesn't really fit, you know? It just looks messy.
Why did you take it out? Yeah, the center, Oh, wait, is that a mirror? Yep.
Whoa.
So, there's a mirror on the other side of this drawer. Interesting. It's kind of an odd shape, and it looks like someone attached the handle to with a screw, after the fact. Can I... I was like, yeah, if it's a screw, we... Yep.
If I use a screwdriver on the screw on the center of the handle, maybe I can...
Yep, there we go.
The squeaky sound. I can't get over the squeaky sound.
Well, that came off easily enough. It looks like a faucet handle.
Yeah, it seemed a little weird to put it on a wooden drawer like this.
I'm sure they made it look odd on purpose with a shape like that. There's only one place it could go. Right? But before that, though, I think we... Yeah, this, right?
Try it.
Oh. Sounded like something falling.
Sounded like something falling. That was me.
Right, sorry.
What was that?
I hear it too. Let's open the drawer.
Da-da-da.
Yo!
Tile.
What is this tile for? Red, blue, gray, several lines in each color. What does it mean?
Your guess is as good as mine.
So, what now, Captain?
Put the faucet handle back on the faucet.
Squeaky sound.
Sweet. The handle guy off that drawer fits into the faucet perfectly. Now I can turn the water on.
Junpei, what are you doing?
Pretty obvious, isn't it? I'm running the water.
I can see that. I'm asking you why you're just letting it run like that.
Think about it, Lotus. This faucet didn't have a knob when we found it, right?
What do you mean?
Just watch. Anytime now.
Hey, water's filling up. Doesn't that just mean the pipes are clogged?
Whoops. Let's turn it off for now.
So, did anything change?
The water stopped flowing.
Thank you, Mr. Obvious. Junpei, I'm leaving this one to you, alright?
You put the tile in there. Is the drain clogged? It looks like a lot of water isn't draining out of this thing.
No.
What?
Nothing.
Huh. Maybe go back to the other room. Actually, wait, before we do that, hang on. The mirror drawer.
Yeah.
We still have the mirror one, right? Interact it with yeah, like combine it with the
Towel?
the paper. Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, maybe have it equipped and click on the mirror.
There. Nope, nothing.
Oh. Okay, I think we might be done with this room for now. Okay, let's turn to the right.
Okay.
There's a door there. Is that where we came in?
Which one?
The one on the wall, like in the middle. There are a bunch of tiles on the door that spell out emergence.
Emergence. Maybe it means we need to emerge out of here.
I don't think we can do anything with it just yet.
But yeah,
Okay, let's go back to Seven's room.
That room right there, I think that's where we came from.
Yeah. Take out the towel and look at the mirror. So I'm gonna blue design on the mirror over the sink. No? Okay, look in the sink. Wait, is the sink full?
Yep.
Ah, the sink's full! Okay, yeah, grab the tile. Take a look at this tile here. See, if you look real close, the three red lines here are at the top, are on top of the other ones. The red lines? Yeah.
Oh. Junpei put the wet tile into his pocket. He was about to turn away when there was a noise behind him. He spun around to see Seven kneeling on the floor. His face was rigid and pale. Droplets of sweat covered his forehead.
Hey, what's going on? You okay, man?
He was concerned. He'd never seen Seven like this before. Slowly, the older man lifted himself to his feet on shaky legs.
Yeah, I'm fine. I just got a little dizzy, that's all.
His face was pale, and his breathing was heavy. Sweat was pouring off his face and staining his shirt. He was many things, but fine. He was many things, but fine was not one of them.
Are you sure? You don't look so good.
Seven didn't answer. Half of his face was twisted, as if distorted by extreme pain, and his eyes were glazed. Finally, he spoke.
What am I doing here?
His words made no sense.
What are you talking about? We opened the number 2 door and walked in here. Don't tell me you forgot. No, that's not what I mean.
He shook his head several times, as if trying to clear something from it.
It ain't much, but I think my memories came back.
Some
of my memories came back. I think I've been here before. Huh? I said I've been in this room before. You were here? When? Why? Joey, Light, Nana,
Nona.
Nona, whatever.
Nona, like, you know, like nonnery.
Oh, yeah.
Suddenly, Seven was mumbling to himself. They were words Junpei didn't understand. Seven's hoarse voice trailed off, and Junpei couldn't make out what he'd said.
What the hell was that?
Seven's brow furrowed furiously, and he ground his teeth back and forth.
It's right there. Feel like I'm this close to remembering everything, but I just can't.
Seven stopped, frustrated. He pulled his hat off and ran a hand through his hair. Then suddenly he looked up, his eyes wide.
That's right! An experiment! There was some kind of experiment going on the ship.
Oh.
An experiment? What sort of experiment? They were trying to control people. Or something like that.
Junpei didn't know what to make of Seven's story. Instead, he simply stared as Seven continued.
Light and Nana.
The way you said that name.
Yeah, I was trying to remember which pronunciation.
Yeah, Aoi, Light, and Nona.
Those were their names. Well, some of them. The kids that were there in the experiment, I mean. I think there were 4 or 5 more, but I don't remember all their names. Yeah, that's right. That's why I'm here.
Seven began to mumble himself and wander aimlessly about the room. He looked confused. So far as Junpei could tell, the man was simply rambling, and there were odd twitches to his movements.
Experiment. Cradle Pharmaceutical. Those kidnapped kids. Was I working that case?
Seven continued to mumble to himself about things that meant nothing to Junpei. By the way, you're free to intervene whenever you have a thought or something like that, you know?
Yeah, the only thought in my head is that this is reminding me of whenever Kinger rambles.
Junpei didn't have any answers for him, of course. He couldn't understand what was happening to Seven. All he could do was wait. After a few minutes, Seven finally stopped. He crouched down and looked under the bed. His face registered mild surprise, and he began to mumble to himself again.
The hole's gone? No, maybe it was a different room. There's gotta be a ton of rooms on this boat that look just like this one.
At last, Junpei could contain himself no longer.
Hey, what exactly do you remember? Well, maybe you could stop talking like a crazy person and tell me what's going on. Here.
Seven stood up slowly.
Well, it's not like I really remember everything. I've only got bits and pieces, and they're scattered and don't make much sense. I don't care. Tell me the bits and pieces then.
Junpei could feel it. When whatever Seven had him remember, it was important, very important. Seven drew a large, muscled hand down across his face. As he wiped the sweat from his brow, he spoke.
From what I can remember, I think I was cop. A cop? Yeah. I was looking for that group of kids that got kidnapped 9 years ago.
Now there's something new for your thought cloud, well, besides Seven being a cop.
I feel like that's gonna be connected to the whole middle school thing. Let me grab my notes.
Well, not middle school, elementary school.
Oh yeah, elementary school, whatever. So...
But also, now you know why he knows so much about the police shit. Of course, he will know what luminal and all the other and all these other cop terms means. He was a cop. OC, organized crime. Yep, those are terms that the detectives usually use, like like perp and sure. What other police lingo are there? Whatever, you know what I say. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
All right. Yeah. You said that. You said this.
Yep. You remember that, right? It was all over the news. Yeah. I was still in school. Oh. I don't remember all the details, but I do remember some of it. I think there was a bunch of kids right around my age. They all just disappeared. Nobody knew why.
Yeah, missing. Where have the 16 boys and girls disappeared to? Whoops. Whoops. I was sure I'll save.
Sure. It was all over the TV and the newspapers every day. So, you're saying you were investigating it? Yeah, that's what it looks like. And I guess I found something. There was this medical company called Cradle Pharmaceutical that had something to do with those kids. After I figured that out, I managed to get some information out of somebody who worked for them.
They told me a ship would be leaving that night with all the kids on it. They were gonna be taken to some kind of big passenger ship somewhere out in the ocean. And so Seven had headed to the wharf. Look at him!
Oh my god!
He kept to the shadows, and before long found the suspicious ship he'd been looking for. There were a number of human shapes moving near the ship. They were men in black suits. Many of them were carrying large bags onto the ship. The bags. There was something about the way they move as they were carried. There could be no mistake. There were human beings in those bags. He had moved before he even realized he was going to. Out of the shadows he came, his gun already in his hand. He heard the words, "Don't move," but they weren't his. He felt metal touch at the back of his head. "Drop your gun," came the cold voice from behind him. With the words, he felt the cold metal thing behind him press against his skull. Slowly, Seven crouched down and laid his gun on the ground. Then suddenly, he felt a sharp pain in his neck. A needle. Was it some sort of drug? As he was thinking about that, Seven felt his face hit the cold concrete beneath him. He could feel the chill of seeping into him. Ah, damn it! Shit, my head hurts! Seven woke to find himself lying on a hard floor. He twisted his neck to peer around the room. Where am I? There was a small, shabby bed and a dirty sink. A toilet with no style or privacy of any sort. As a cop, it was a place Seven had seen all too often. I'm in a cell, huh? Opposite the toilet was a door set into the wall. Seven struggled to his feet and hobbled toward it. He gave the door a good shove, then another, then tried pulling it. It didn't open. Well, that was about what he expected. It wasn't likely that someone would put him in a cell only to leave it unlocked. He threw himself against the door a few times, but to no avail. I knew it. Seven grumbled to himself as he moved back toward the bed. He sat down. He sat there for a very long time, just how long he wasn't sure. At last he began to nod off, and had nearly fallen asleep when he was roused by a distant voice. There! It's over! It's 9! The voice was far away, very far away. Seven couldn't understand what it was saying. Nonetheless, it was a voice and a high one, most likely a kid. His eyes shut open. Hurry up there, King! As he listened, he could pick out several different distinct voices. There were at least 5 or 6, possibly more. Where were the voices coming from? He looked around the room frantically. Perhaps the door? No, that wasn't it. What? Go now! Was it coming from the left? Was it coming from under the bed? He grabbed the bed and flipped it up with ease. There it was. There was a hole for ventilation in the wall where the bed had been, covered with a metal grate. Seven laid down on his stomach and peered through the grate. He couldn't see anything, it was too dark. Now that he found it, however, there could be no doubt. This was the source of the voices. For a moment, he was confused. Why were their children nearby? Then he remembered what the man from Cradle Pharmaceutical had told him. How a ship would take the kidnapped children from the wharf to a waiting passenger liner out in the ocean. Was Seven on that passenger liner? It didn't matter. What mattered was that he find a way to the children. Seven looked at the metal grate. Could he fit through that hole? He stuck his fingers through the grate and grabbed hold of it. Yeah, how you like that, you son of a bitch? The dark square sat open before him. Seven wiped the sweat from his forehead and crawled inside. Junpei waited for Seven to resume his story. The longer he waited, however, the clearer it became that Seven had no intention of doing so. He had gone silent, simply stared off into the air, his eyes blank.
Hey, what happened after that?
He waited long enough, but Seven shook his head.
I don't remember what happens after that. I think I found some kind of door out of the duct. And then I think I found some kids, too. Oh, man. Why can't I remember what happened next? Oh, man. What happened to the kids, Seven? Did you save them? I don't know. I don't know if it was me. I've just got this feeling. I think one of the kids died.
Take that for the thought cloud.
Okay.
Well, take that too.
Oh, okay. A girl, I think.
Deep in his heart, Junpei felt something very cold. Seven's head dropped, and Junpei saw on it a look of sadness the likes of which he had never seen on the man before. The large man's eyes blinked rapidly, as if he were fighting back tears, and he swallowed hard. His eye was like the melancholy setting of an old abandoned building. He shook his head and spoke.
Anyway, just please don't ask me anymore, okay? I really don't remember anything else.
After that, Junpei could hardly try to force any answers out of the other man. There was nothing more he could do. Instead, Junpei turned his mind to trying to make sense of what Seven had told him. The children who had been kidnapped 9 years before. Apparently, a company called Cradle Pharmaceutical had been behind the kidnappings, and had taken the children to the ship they were on now. They had been brought to the ship for an experiment. Something to do with controlling human beings, Seven had said. The 16 children who'd been kidnapped were the subjects for the experiment. Seven had said three of their names were Aoi, Light, and Nona. That was the new information. Oh yeah, actually, you should note down the names. Aoi, Light, and Nona.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had also learned that Seven was or had been a police officer. Still, there was a little he could do with this new information. He learned nothing about the nonary game or Zero. He had no idea why they had been brought to the ship that had been the site of those experiments 9 years before. Junpei couldn't forget what the Seven had said the purpose of the experiment had been. To control human beings. Could such an absurd experiment really had been conducted? Before long, Junpei realized he had spent quite some time deep in thought. No time for that, he chided himself. He had work to do. Junpei shook his head quickly to clear it, and returned to his investigation, thoughts swirling in his mind. That was a lot.
Okay. Yep.
What now?
Okay. I think there's one room we haven't checked yet. So leave this room.
Yeah, the last one here.
The room all the way on that end, yeah.
Ooh, it's dark.
Dark in here. I guess try and look in the mirror.
Oh wait.
Not.
Okay.
Oh. You can just barely see a mirror from the light coming through the ceiling. Sure, it'd be nice if that mirror was a little lower down. Looks like the same height as the mirror on the right. I wonder if that means anything. In the other room, the river and the spring went together to solve the puzzle. Does that mean I might be able to... Does that mean there might be a similar puzzle with this mirror? Well, there was nothing else here apart from the mirror. Maybe I just need a pair of something to pair something with this mirror. Take out the
mirror?
Yeah, the mirror. Yeah, drawer without a handle. There's a mirror in the back of the room. Whether or not they're reflecting any light. Maybe go back and click on the light. Try and reflect it. Oh yeah, we can probably use this mirror to reflect the light. Now I just gotta figure out where to reflect the light. Maybe if I go somewhere that's a little easier to shine a light on. So...
Oh, whoops.
Partition over here. So I just click on one of the mirrors then. I'll shine light on the mirror in the back.
Oh!
4, 7. Okay, hang on. So... Okay, 4, 7. Is that a number? So if I shine the light on this mirror, then I get to see some numbers. See a 4 on the left and a 7 on the right. 4 and 7. Shine the other one. So if I shine the light on the mirror in the back, sun and moon. If I shine light on a mirror, a symbol appears. Left one is sun and the right one is a moon symbol. I'm gonna remember this. We've got 4, 7, sun and moon. Okay, I think we're done with the mirror puzzle. So you can go back. 4, 7, sun and moon. What could we do with that?
I think I know what they want to say. I'll leave you to figure it out, though.
Yeah, try turning around. Try and see about the drawer. Ah! God damn it. No matter how hard I pull on this damn thing, it won't budge. Guess I won't be opening this anytime soon. Doesn't look like it's got a keyhole, and there doesn't seem to be anything stopping it. How the hell am I supposed to open it? This desk looks old and rusty.
Well, okay, for the record, we haven't investigated everything from here.
Yeah, there's still the toilet and the bed. So check the toilet first.
We also haven't seen the sink or the yeah.
Alright, check the toilet though. That's the light puzzle again.
Shit.
You have to
Wait. Okay, there we go.
toilet. 14 equals E. So there's 14 equals E in red. I think I saw 14 in red somewhere else. It was on something. Was it on something I'm carrying around with me?
Yes, it is, and I know what it is.
Wait. Open your items real quick. Flip around. First of all, flip around the towel.
Nothing.
And then check the two tiles then. Ah, this is 14.
Yep. In both of them.
So does this one. So both of those say E, technically. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know. I know what we need to do, but I won't tell you.
Check the toilet paper roll. Toilet paper. Still wide enough for me to know what it is, even in the dark. There's nothing out of the ordinary about it. I can barely make out the string for the toilet, but I can't get a hold of it. I can get a hold of it. Damn it, kind of pissing me off that I can see it, but can't touch it. Okay, bed. It's a blanket. Not a really great one, but still. Light's barely enough to see by. I feel like I'm gonna see a ghost here or something. Alright, check the sink then. The sink, there's no light shining on it. Hard to be sure because it's so dark here, but I don't think there's anything going on with the sink. The faucet is too hard to turn.
Yeah.
Now I think we're done in here.
Yeah, if I'm right, you have everything you have, I think, maybe, to solve a certain thing.
Okay, go to the door with the words on it. Real quick, emergence probably means to emerge or to escape from here. Can you not do anything with the... Take out? Actually, no, there would be too many. I was gonna say replace the E's with the tiles, but there's too many.
Right.
Okay, so I don't think I'm meant to be here yet. Yeah, I guess go back to... Yeah, I haven't done anything with the I've yet to use the towel, yeah. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I do with the towel. Okay, go to 7's room. Look at the mirror again. Drawing on the mirror looks just like the design on the towel. And the design on the towel was a river and spring, right? If the picture on this mirror is a spring, and it's talking about the water in the sink. What the fuck? Look in the sink. Click on the water. Look at the water boil through the drain and push the tile out. Okay. Faucet, maybe? Learn from this process. It's probably been shut off on purpose. What the fuck do I do with this? Maybe take out the mirror drawer thing. So it's trying to show water flowing from the river and gathering in the spring. What are you going on about? I didn't get to read that.
Oh.
Can you bring up the text log?
Doesn't really matter. The puzzle's already solved, as Junpei said.
Yeah, forgot about the puzzle we already solved. Forget about the puzzle we already.
Yeah, so
we need to look for new ones. So we've already.
Okay, look. So this is what it means, buddy. Yeah, this is what it means. This was in the other mirror because that's where we were in the water, and the water ended up gathering in the spring, which was this sink. That's what it means.
Okay, I am an idiot. Okay, so we're done with the towel then.
Well, we haven't technically used the towel for anything though, so maybe we still need to use the towel for something. But at the very least, for what the image means, we already done that.
Okay, I guess go back to Lotus's room. This one's a real head scratcher. Okay, turn the corner to the toilet. Try and... wait. Can we flush it?
Let's see.
This is a new single point, triggered by accident.
Oh. Yes, we can. Oh, okay. I get it! I fucking get it! I get it now.
Are we supposed to flush it like a specific number of times?
Yes.
So, flush it 7 times. Second time. And a third time. 4th time. 5th time. And this is the 6th consecutive time.
Oh.
Did you hear something?
I heard a loud flushing noise.
No, not that. Okay, yeah, now go back to the other one and flush it 4 times. The only thing you can manipulate is your chances are they made those other one triggered by accident. I need to keep pulling on this thing then. Alright, here goes, second time. Third pull.
And 4th.
There it is again. It makes some kind of weird sound when I pull on that string. Same thing happened in the other room. That means... I don't know. Don't you think it's a little suspicious that the other room gave us a hint to figure this one out? You're right. The room next door is just like this one, so that leaves the dark room.
Yep. Good job. You.
So we gotta go back to the dark room. Alright, check the toilet. 14 equals E. I guess try and flush the toilet. Alright, I took a couple tries, but now I've got you, string. Yes! Now I can pull on it. Huh? Doesn't matter how many times I pull on it, there's no flush. Kind of feel like an idiot. I wasted a bunch of time because I was determined to flush a toilet. Maybe check the toilet bowl?
No, you're kind of done with this.
Is there a dirty toilet that's too dark to tell? Mirror then? Or sink?
Let me save you some time, man. We open the drawer.
Oh, the fucking drawer opens. Well, the drawer opens easily enough. More 14s. Okay.
Oh wait,
So now we replace the E's with the 14s. You gotta replace the E's on the door.
Let's go.
Because there's 4 E's.
Okay. Well, it looks like we investigated all the rooms. The only mystery left is that door.
Alright, let's crack that mystery then. We've got 4 tiles. And there are a bunch of these tiles on that are the same size on the wall up here.
So if we replace 4 of the tiles on the wall with the ones we got, that should open the door. Well, there's only one way to find out.
So just replace the E's.
Alright, but first, this doesn't feel right, so give me a moment. E. 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 E.
Oh my god.
There we go. It doesn't feel right if I don't say
Hey,
it.
did you just... Yeah. Hey, did you just hear something unlock? Does that mean we got it right?
Yes, it looks like we did. The 14 hidden on the tile. If you convert that to hexadecimal, it's an E. Yeah, the hexadecimal will come always. Yeah, basically, the E.
So
only load is right.
yeah. Basically, the E's in emergence are the 14s from the tiles. So if we replace it, that gives up the answer. Do you really care why it worked? Let's just get out of here.
Hey, shut up in the peanut gallery. Some of us do like it. we like to know why it worked.
Yeah, let's go. This is the fucking Rayman. Just yeah.
You found it. They passed through the open door and headed to the next room. Junpei jogged down the short staircase and looked around. Oh, right, where's this room?
What the hell is this place?
The words had sprung unbidden to his lips, but it was clear why. Junpei shivered. Lotus and Seven reached the bottom of the stairs and stopped short, terrified. This room is really creepy.
I think we ought to get the hell out of here now.
He jogged up the stairs on the opposite side of the room and shook the door on the wall next to the catwalk. It didn't open, and he muttered to himself.
Figures.
It's luck, isn't it?
Yep. Don't know why I thought this one would be any different.
Junpei looked around the room again. In the center of it was a chair. The back of it was covered with electrodes connected to a nest of wires. Beneath it was a strange glass panel. Junpei wasn't sure what it was for, but it made him uncomfortable. Whatever it might have been beyond the glass, Junpei couldn't tell. It was too dark. Junpei turned to look at the right side of the room. There was a table covered with a piece of cloth. Parts of the cloth were stained with something that looked suspiciously like blood. On top of the table were a number of metal instruments. Junpei didn't know what they were for, and he had a feeling he didn't want to find out. His mind began to imagine what could have taken place in the dark, in that dark, cold room. The things he imagined were not pleasant. Junpei shook his head in an attempt to clear it, and tried to focus on something else. That wrench there looked very grabbable.
Hey. Anyway, we don't want to stay here any longer than we got to. Let's figure out the puzzle and get the hell out of here. Come on.
Let's go. seek a way out.
First things first, let's grab that fucking wrench.
This is called the torture room. I just read.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, let's call it.
First things first. Wrench.
Yep, very grabbable indeed.
This wrench looks brand new.
Considering where we found it, I have to wonder how it was used.
Knock it off. I don't want to think about that.
You've already seen plenty of things that are a lot more cruel than that. Hehe. You're unexpectedly sensitive.
Come on, let's not talk about this stuff let's not talk about stuff that doesn't matter, okay? We need to find somewhere where we can use this thing. Okay, turn to the right. Turn to the right again. There's gonna be nothing up there. Maybe inspect that window-looking thing. Cover's bolted on there pretty good. Should be able to get those bolts off with this wrench we just found, though. Oh, sick.
Sick.
Sweet, it's open.
The hole's too small. You can't see in, even with the cover off.
Well, you can't see in, but there's enough room to stick your arm in.
Are you sure you want to do that? There could be something dangerous in there.
Okay, I admit that scares me a little, but but we need to see if there's anything useful in there. Consequences be damned. All right, here we go. Arm into the hole. Hey, I think I can feel something. It's small, cold, and hard. Doesn't feel like there's anything else in here. All right, let's see what this thing is.
Oh shit, damn.
Key with the sun symbol on it. We should be able to open the other door with this. Yeah, but we gotta get out of this room before we can do that. And we're probably gonna need the sun key to do that. But none of the doors in this room have keyholes. I bet we gotta use it on something that's not a door. Okay. Well, stick. Alright, yeah, move to the right then. First things first, let's check out that control panel. Okay, this is definitely a puzzle of some sorts. I'm not gonna do anything with this just yet. Yeah, go back. I can see everything, but yeah. Check the chair. Put him in the chair.
Oh.
Oh, the sun key should fit into the keyhole on these manacles.
I didn't even know that was there.
Neither did I. You just kind of clicked on it.
Yeah, because I had the key on equipped.
Yeah. All right, sun key, in you go. And great, they're open. I don't think we're gonna need the sun key again in here, though. Seems just unlikely. All right, sun key, you've done your job. Into my pocket with you. There's something on the screen.
This
device will conduct the experiment. Once the experiment has been completed, the door will unlock. First, adjust the switches to match the blocks in the sample above. Huh. I don't know what this thing is, but we gotta figure out this puzzle.
It's right next to a torture chair. Whatever it is, I don't think it's good.
Anyway, we just adjust the switches and match the blocks up on the top, right? On the top, right?
You adjust the switches shown at the four corners of the screen. Then press the check buttons. Junpei, we don't know what this thing does. You can always come back to it later. There are lots of other things you could do.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, we don't know jack shit on whatever that is.
Yeah. Whenever you turn on one of these switches, more blocks show up on the screen. So I think you gotta figure out which buttons you have to press in order to get this screen to match the diagram. Yeah, but it's hard to figure out what button does what.
If you want to see how many blocks each switch adds, just turn on one switch. When all of them are off, there aren't any blocks, right? And then you can see how many each switch adds.
Oh yeah, I get it.
But yeah, but okay, so what the fuck does this do? I'm just gonna examine everything.
The needle on the gauge is at 0. It doesn't look like it's going to move. All of the dials are pointing in different directions. Maybe something will happen if we turn them? Ah! Shoot. They're all rusted. I guess turning them doesn't really do anything. Well, these levers have got to turn something on. Of course they would. All they can do is turn something on or off. What's important is what they turn on or off.
Don't say the floor is going to suddenly open up.
I can see some oil or something down there at the base of the lever. Yeah, it feels like it's got some movement to it. I should be able to pull this one.
Alright, let's pull the lever. Oh.
Is that water? What the hell? What's going on? Will you calm down? It's just water going somewhere.
It sounds like it's underneath us. That means the floor. Oh. Junpei, look.
Would she? Oh, damn. I can see through the glass now.
What does this other thing do?
Red, yellow. Do you think the colors mean something? No idea. I mean, red looks more dangerous but other than that, the bottom of this one looks like it's covered in rust. I don't think it'll move at all.
Gotcha.
There are a bunch of buttons here with letters A through F on them. I wonder if they do anything. Down you go. Oh, wait, that'll probably be the buttons for the puzzle, the block puzzle behind us. Yeah, back you come. I guess these buttons switch something on or off when you push them.
And this?
So, there are a ton of knobs here. Doesn't seem like any of them do anything, though.
Do you think it's broken? Alright, now we know what works and what doesn't. Now, what the fuck is this? Oh, hello, shark!
EDBF. There are a couple of letters in the color of blood right on the shark's belly. It's dead. Looks like the letters E, D, B, and F. Whatever these are for has to be in the room somewhere.
Okay, this seems simple enough, right?
Yeah, EDBF.
EDBF. Oh.
What?
There's a strange noise coming from the chair. It looks like it's being turned on. I guess the puzzle here was that the power had to be sent in a specific way.
Well, they're open. What are you gonna do now? Let's just look around some more. I got a feeling that something will happen.
Right. We should try and figure out what the device over in the corner is for, at any rate.
Yeah, check the green panel. Adjust the switches to match the blocks on the top and press the check button. Alright. Oh, so turn them all on real quick. Okay. Top right, turn it off. That's top left.
Oh, whoops.
Got it. Got it.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I fucking nailed it.
That was fast.
I had a fucking brain blast.
Damn, yeah, no, but I had no idea what the fuck I was looking at, and then you said like, oh yeah,
it's
just turn that off.
painting. It's the painting puzzle all over again.
Yeah.
Okay. Adjustment is completed. Now proceeding to the execution phase. To complete the experiment, data must be collected from the subject. Once participation is finished, place subject in the chair. Preparation is finished. Place subject in the chair. Whoa. I thought we solved the puzzle already. What does it mean by preparation?
I don't know. I got a bad feeling about this.
I think it means one of us has got to sit in the chair.
Well, Seven's never going to fit in that thing. It's either you or me, Junpei. Collecting data. I wonder if it's going to run electricity through the subject.
There's a human head on the screen. Maybe it's gonna zap the brain with a little electricity.
This really doesn't sound safe.
Anyway, we still got to prepare. We can talk about this after we figured out what it means by preparation, alright? Well, it wants us to prepare. So maybe we ought to ask it what we need to do.
So, see this again? Yes. The restraining device is unlocked. Please seat subject in device. The message on the screen was disturbingly detached.
Well, like we thought, it's not going to work unless...
Someone's in it.
Yeah, someone's in it.
Ironic that this would be the situation in which this lame, beautiful body is useful.
Lotus, are you sure? I can sit in it. I can sit in it, and you can solve. Junpei's right. If we screw it up.
Seven couldn't bring himself to finish the thought. His eyes fell to the floor. Junpei followed them. Beneath them was the dead shark floating underneath the glass. Perhaps it had been killed by an electric shock. I'll be fine. Even if I fall in, the shark is already dead.
But...
No one likes an indecisive man, Junpei. I can still give you advice from the chair too. You know? I just don't want to stay in this room any longer than we have to. Go over to that screen and let's get this over with. After her words had made it clear that Lotus would book no argument, she turned and walked toward the chair without hesitation. But she did not sit down. Despite what she had said, she did indeed feel hesitation. Her legs shook. Look, do you think you could do me one last favor?
Don't say last. You're making me nervous.
Just listen. If something happens to me, I want you to tell my daughters that I love them very much. No. Tell them that I will always love them.
Daughters? You've got kids? She wasn't lying about that, motherfucker!
Yup. Yes, I do. I suppose they're about your age, Junpei. They're twins. I had them when I was young after some things happened. I don't even want to think about what that means. Their names are Nona and...
Wait! Nona!
And the plot thickens.
The plot thickens, okay.
Junpei's words shut out before he even realized what he was saying. He remembered the story Seven had told him. Aoi, Light, and Nona. Those were their names. Well, some of them. The kids that were there in the experiment, I mean. What the hell? What's wrong with you? Lotus took a step back from Junpei. Seven looked just as shocked as Junpei. He blinked his eyes rapidly, as if he weren't sure he was completely awake.
No way. It couldn't. Lotus, is your last name Kashiwabara?
Lotus' eyes went wide. How do you know that?
Are you serious? What the hell is this? There's no way you're that kid's mom.
That kid? What do you mean, that kid? Why are you acting like you met her? Seven's brow furrowed. What?
Yeah, I met one of your kids
When?
9 years ago
Where?
on this ship.
Why were you...
It's not a short story.
I don't care how long it is. Tell me, please. What happened here? Seven glanced at Junpei, then turned back to Lotus and began to speak. It was the same story Junpei had heard only a minute before. Every detail. At last, Seven finished. Oh yeah, by the way, this is just a fun fact because it's never gonna be speaked of ever again, but the name of the other daughter, it's Enya, which means 9 in Latin. And Nona is something derived from 9. 9 and...
Yeah.
Yeah, Nona and Enya. Literally 2 girls named 9.
Yup.
Lotus shook her head. Oh my god. Everything I've been looking for the last 9 years. The person who had all the answers was right here.
Looking for?
Yes, that's right. 9 years ago, my daughters disappeared. Then 9 days later, they came back. They never told me what had happened to them over those 9 days. I took them to the doctor, but I was told they hadn't been hurt in any way. Still, I was sure that they had been through something terrible, so I couldn't bring myself to force them to talk about it. If I did, then I'd force them to relive whatever horrors they've been through. I didn't have any choice. I had to try to ignore it and move on. A few months passed, and gradually they started to act like they always had before they disappeared. They smiled and made jokes, and did all the silly things kids do. It got harder and harder for me to ask them about what had happened. How could I ask them to remember that? Eventually, I knew there was no way I could do it. But I'm still a mother. I couldn't simply forget that something terrible had happened to my children. So I decided I would investigate what had happened on my own. I would find out what had happened during those 9 missing days.
What did you find out?
Nothing. The police pretended to be concerned, but they didn't do anything. Once the 16 children who'd gone missing came back, things were just swept under the rug. Even the media didn't talk about what had happened. I figured someone was probably paying or threatening them to keep their mouths shut.
Cradle Pharmaceutical. No, probably something even bigger than that.
Cradle Pharmaceutical.
Have you heard of them before?
No, that's the first time I've heard that name. Seven, how did you find out that Cradle Pharmaceutical was connected to the kidnappings in the first place?
I figured something out whenever the victims had... I figured finding out whatever the victims had in common would lead me to the culprit. That's what any good cop does. What did they have in common? Every single one of the kids who disappeared had gone to this one hospital at some point. The hospital was one of a bunch that were under the control of the Cradle Pharmaceutical. After that, it was just about connecting the dots.
The hospital.
The hospital? For a while, I was trying to get some kind of story out of the kids at that hospital. One of them told me a weird story. What was it? Have you heard about the Gansfield experiment?
Gansfeld.
Gansfeld experiment.
Well, have you heard about it?
No.
Well, you're about to.
Meh. I guess all these kids had to go through it while they were at the hospital. I think it was passed off as some sort of counseling.
Seven cleared his throat and proceeded to explain the Gansfeld experiment. First, subject Q and A are put into separate rooms far away from one another. Then a series of video images are shown to subject Q, who is told to send the images to subject A by thinking about them. Telepathy, basically. It's basically an experiment about telepathy. Subject A, on the other hand, is put in a large recycling chair and given a blindfold. When their senses cut off, A is asked to guess what images Q is looking at. Oh yes, I heard about that. It's a famous telepathy experiment, isn't it? Yep.
Yep.
Telepathy. Jupiter ruled the word over in his mind.
That's how the experiment on this ship is supposed to work. What's supposed to work?
The experiment to control people, right? Yeah, and usually the people that they do for telepathy is almost always either twins or siblings.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if any of the telepathy stuff really exists. Well, maybe someone from Cradle Pharmaceutical bought into it.
Lotus grunted. Seven had been thinking hard for the last several minutes and finally spoke.
Even if that's the case, I still don't get how that has anything to do with any of this. The nunnery game, Zero, why we were kidnapped. What does any of that have to do with telepathy? I know I brought all this up, but I have no idea. Maybe none of this stuff is connected after all.
Then, in that moment of silence, a cold voice echoed from the ceiling. No subject has been detected. Unless the subject is detected within 60 seconds, all power will be shut down. Oh yeah, we gotta hurry the fuck up. System recovery is estimated to take 1 hour. If you wish to proceed with the experiment, please seat the subject in the restraining device.
Whoa, that doesn't sound good. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going. I'm going.
Oh, no, that's not what we...
Just hurry up and get it over with. Junpei, I'm counting on you.
Right.
Lotus sat down on the chair. Junpei looked at her one last time, then made his way to the monitor.
Lotus, please, tell me right away if you feel anything weird.
You worry too much. Now get on with it and be a man, or just going to leave you.
Oh my god!
Lotus was putting on the best act she could manage, but her legs were shaking so much that if she hadn't been sitting, she likely would have fallen down. Failure was not acceptable. Junpei took one last deep breath and stared at the mirror. Alright. Oh.
Okay, turn them both on.
Oh, wait, shit, sorry. What?
Yeah, turn them both on. Okay, there seems to be more we have to turn on, but both of those seem like they should turn on. Okay, turn again to the other side. Turn the top one on. Turn the bottom one on. Okay, turn back around. Turn the top one off.
Oh.
Check the other side. Oh, wait. Wait. Turn it back on, turn it back on, turn it back on. Hang on. Turn the bottom one off. Oh, there's multiple levels to this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wait. Turn that one back onto 1.
Okay.
Turn the top one on to 2. That looks correct. Turn the head around. Okay. Turn the bottom one up to 2. Turn the top one up to 2. Turn the top one off. Okay, now turn the top one up to 1. Okay, that's not entirely correct, so we're missing something. So turn to the other side, see what's changed. Yeah, this is incorrect now. Oh, okay, turn the top one to 1. Turn the bottom one up to 2. Okay, turn the head to the other side. Okay, turn the top one up to 2. Turn the bottom one down to 1. Turn to the other side. One off for me real quick.
Wait, what one?
Top one. Wait, no, turn it up to 2. Turn it up to 2. Turn it up to 2. Turn the bottom one back to 1. Wait, no, turn it back up to 2. Turn it back up to 2. I think these two need to be 2. Then turn to the other side. Turn the top one down to 1. Bottom one to 2. Turn the top one to 2 again. Okay, no, leave it at 1. Okay, turn to the other side. I feel like this is right. Top one to 1, I believe. And then bottom one to off. Turn bottom one off. Turn to the other side. One to 2.
Which one? Oh, this.
Top 1 to 2. Turn other side. Top 1 to 2. Oh, that just turned that one. Okay, so take it back to 1. Bottom 1 to 1. Okay, that's correct. Turn back. That's also correct. We're done.
Fuck yeah! Good job! Good fucking job!
These puzzles. I like these puzzles.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. even now, I still don't know what the fuck you were doing. All I know is that you
no,
got it.
that was, hang on. My thought process was, okay, because I have a bit of a photographic memory, I will say. So I was keeping a bunch of mental images in like a stack of what things I've tried. So every single time I would change one, I would make a mental note of it and then move on to the next side. So whenever I eventually got to the point where we got it right, I just have like a mental folder of like just different things. My brain is like a computer.
Nice.
On a computer.
Not a cyborg for anything.
Not a cyborg for nothing, baby. All right.
Nice.
Okay. The experiment has concluded. The door will now unlock. I can hear the door unlocking. And now we've got a new message. Release subject from the restraining device. Lotus, are you alright?
Yes, I am. I'm glad nothing bad happened, but I do think my life just got a little shorter.
Hold on, I'll get you out right away. Shouldn't take too long for Seven and me to get her out of there.
Let's get out of here now. Being a guinea pig is not for me.
Damn straight. I don't ever want to see this thing again.
Yeah. For
Alright, let's get out of here.
Yeah, for your luck, this door is only available, well, either by choosing door 3 or by choosing door 2 at the selection. So this is and this, well, yeah, that is for free. Door 2, which leads to all this, has only one ending. So you won't have to see this room again.
Thank fuck. Because as much as I like that puzzle, I don't want to think about the torture room again.
Yeah. You found it.
Ding. I didn't do it last time. I have to ding this time.
Yeah. Outside of the room, a hallway led off to their left. With nowhere else to go, they started down it. It turned left twice before they saw the elevator. In silence, they jog up to it. They push the C button. The elevator motor ground away, and before long, they found themselves once again on C deck. The door opened, and they stepped off. They expected to find 4 other people waiting for them. There were none.
Where did they go?
I have no idea. Lotus shrugged. Something in the pit of Junpei's stomach stirred. He tried to forget the feeling, and took off down the long hallway before him. Yeah, what? Seven and Lotus followed at a run. They ran and ran and ran. The hallway seemed endless. Their destination had already been decided. The door behind the central staircase. There was a sun symbol engraved on the keyhole of that door, and Junpei had the sun key in his pocket. That key would open the door. He had to. That's why they ran for the central staircase. They had run for quite some time when they arrived at the door at that ended in the hallway. Junpei stopped. He laid his hands on the doorknob. His breathing heavy. Seven laid a hand on his arm.
Hold on a sec there. Huh? We don't have the key for this one yet, right?
There is a Jupiter symbol engraved over the keyhole. Seven was right. They had no Jupiter key.
Then we can't open this door.
Unfortunately, no, we can't.
Jeez. The sun door's gotta be on just on the other side of this, you know?
Frustrated, he twisted the doorknob. The door opened.
Hey! It opened! What?
The others must have found the Jupiter key.
Well, what are we waiting for?
As he spoke, he shoved the door the rest of the way open. They rushed through. And stopped cold. The terrible scene before them made their blood run cold.
Oh no.
Oh no.
3 people lay dead on the floor, covered in blood. Junpei felt a cold sweat trickle down his spine. He couldn't breathe. His legs shook. His body felt cold, deadly cold. But his blood was boiling hot. He could feel his mind begin to fade. He couldn't think. He couldn't think. He couldn't concentrate. His mind was blank.
What the hell? What the hell happened?
Seven's voice was weak and broken. He edged toward the bodies, his movements stiff. He bent down over Clover and pressed his fingers to her wrist.
Nothing. She's dead.
Suddenly, Lotus moved. Before he understood what was happening, her hand was in Junpei's vest pocket.
Hey, what are you doing?
He leapt back. Lotus looked up at him, terrified. The key! Give me the sun key!
Why?
What do you think? We have to get out of here before the murder comes back! The murder. The murder. Once again, Junpei looked at the dead bodies. Santa, Clover, and Ace. That meant that the person who had killed them was... No, it couldn't be true. Before Junpei could react, Lotus dove back into his pocket and came out with the key. Let's go! Without waiting for Seven or Junpei, she ran straight for the central staircase. They followed. Junpei shut his eyes and swallowed his emotions. Morning would have to wait. Soon they stood in front of the door. Lotus shoved the sun key into the keyhole and twisted it hard. But... Why?
What happened?
Nothing. Nothing happened. I didn't feel it unlock.
Oh no. Is it the wrong key?
I don't know, maybe. Lotus sighed, defeated, and leaned against the doorknob. She felt it twist. A small gap appeared between the door and the frame.
What the hell is this?
You mean the door was already unlocked?
Why?
How would I know that? Whatever, let's just go. Lotus took a deep breath and slowly opened the door the rest of the way. They stepped elves inside. In front of them was another hallway. It stretched out toward the bow of the ship. They began to run. Faster and faster they ran, trying desperately to reach the end of the hallway. A few seconds later, they were there. In front of them stood a massive metal door. They were all breathing heavily as Junpei spoke.
What the hell is this door? I can't see anything that looks like a doorknob or switch or lever or card reader. Or anything. How the fuck are we supposed to open this? We don't have a choice. We're gonna have to go back.
No! No! I am not going back there! There's a murder back there! There was more stark terror in Lotus's voice than authority. She was almost begging.
See any other doors?
As he spoke, Seven stepped toward the door in front of them, as if to illustrate that it was the only door.
This is creepy!
It opened. Yeah, it's very creepy. Nothing surprising, a simple automatic door.
Look, guys, I've got a really bad feeling about all this.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah!
The other doors were already unlocked, and this one's automatic. We haven't seen anything like this before.
How could their situation possibly get worse? 3 people were already dead. They hit the bottom, Junpei told himself. There was nowhere to go but up. He stepped through the door. and whatever hope Junpei had managed to summon disappeared. No. No. It wasn't true. It couldn't be true. It was impossible. Utterly impossible. It was a dream. It had to be a dream, a nightmare. Yes, it was a nightmare, as if he could just wake up. He was seeing things. Yes, that was it. That was a hallucination. A lie. It wasn't real. It wasn't real. It wasn't real. Right? June. No, the code names meant nothing now. Canny.
Connie!
Well, shit! Jupiter cried out and leapt through the door. He flew to her side, his heart like a stone in his chest.
Connie! Connie! Hang on!
Junpei swept her up and shook her by the shoulder. She moaned and her eyes floated open, but only barely.
Connie!
Jumpy? Her face was pale, and her lips were dry and cracked. Her eyes were blank and cloudy. They stared straight at Junpei, but saw nothing. Junpei put his hand against the small of her back to hold her up. It felt warm and wet. He lifted his hands up. It was covered in blood.
Oh man. Connie. What the hell happened to you? How did this happen?
It was like he could do not break into tears. Jumpy, I'm sorry. Her voice was thin, a minuscule thread that was the only thing keeping her with him. I might not make it.
No way! No way am I gonna let you die! I'm gonna save you, I promise!
Thank you, Jumpy. Thank you so much for everything. I was really happy to see you again, Jumpy. Really happy.
Give me that I was crap! You're gonna see me again, lots more times! You've just gotta hang on, alright, Connie? You.
What could he do? He looked up from Connie, desperate for something, anything. Then he saw it. A small submarine. Submarine? What on earth was a submarine doing in there? No, that didn't matter. Nothing mattered except saving Connie. That was the only thing he wanted. Jupiter turned his head back to look down at her.
On, alright? There's a submarine over there. I'm gonna go see if it works.
No, don't go. Please don't go. Please just stay with me, okay? I want to be close to you, Jumpy. When I...
Connie.
Jumpy, did you know? You mean a lot to me when we were kids. I liked you for a long time, Jumpy. A really long time. Jumpy's vision had gone blurry. It took him a moment to realize his eyes were filled with tears. He could feel a piercing point of heat deep in his heart, like a white-hot flame. Jumpy, do you remember how we hung out a lot when we were kids? We went to the pool and to the fair. Do you remember playing snowball at the school? They're all memories I'll never forget. All of those moments are treasures to me. But I also wanted to go out to a lot of other places with you. A lot more. But that won't happen now.
No, yes, it will happen. We'll go all sorts of places, Connie. You hear me? I promise we'll go wherever you want.
Really?
Yeah, really, I swear.
That makes me happy. Really happy. She said to herself over and over, a weak smile creasing her tired face. Jumpy, I feel sleepy.
No, Connie! Don't fall asleep!
Thank you, Jumpy. Thank you so much. Her eyes were slowly closing. Junpei screamed, even as he felt his throat go hoarse.
Connie! 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 I'm sad now.
Time passed. Yep. You ever feel that whenever you're voice acting and you can just feel the emotions as you're talking them?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, here. Same here too. Junpei wept, curled around Kani's body. He cried and cried until he had no tears left. When the last tear fell, Junpei was no more. His body remained, but only as an empty shell. Somewhere, he heard a bell ring. It was the clock at the central staircase. It rang 5 times, then faded.
5 o'clock.
Quietly, gently, softly, he set Kani down on the floor. Slowly, Junpei stood. Only then did he realize that Seven and Lotus had not followed him. Where had they gone? Slowly, he looked around the room. There was nothing. No sign that they had ever been there. It felt as though every part of Junpei's body was made of lead. Slowly, he made his way to the door he'd come through. As he approached it, Junpei sliding apart with a sound like grinding stone. Junpei passed through the gate and into the hallway.
Oh, Jesus!
Junpei, his heart rattled in his chest, an empty, lifeless thing. It had been so utterly broken that there was nothing left to feel. When he saw their bodies, he simply stared. It was a lake, a sea of blood. 2 bodies lay in it. There was no need to check. There was no breath left in them. His eyes lit on Lotus's wrist. Her bracelet. It was gone. He stared. It meant nothing to him. He didn't care anymore. He couldn't care anymore. Junpei's body felt numb. A part of him knew the lump of lead in his chest had once been a heart. He couldn't quite remember what it had been for. Tears poured from his eyes in great streams. He wasn't sure why. He kept up trying to make them stop. He turned around. The door opened again, and slowly, numbly, he walked through. He kept walking. Why stop? An object set in motion, simple inertia carried him forward. Eventually, he found himself in front of the submarine. His arms reached for the hatch. And then he was floating in water. His eyes stared down into it. He couldn't see the bottom. His back was hot. Dimly, he felt the blade of a knife in it. Who? One dead body lay behind the door number 5, the body of the Nightman. Another lay in the shower room, the body of Snake. At the central staircase were 3 more, Ace, Santa, and Clover. Just outside the door were 2 corpses, those of Seven and Lotus. And in this very room lay the body that had once been Kani. And now Junpei would join them. Who, then, had killed them all? Who? Junpei let out one last breath. Faintly, he felt the bubbles creep up the side of his face. His consciousness faded quickly. dissolving away into the cold, gentle lapping of the water. And unlike the last ending that we got that was a bad ending, this is an actual ending.
Oh god.
Who killed them all? That's a mystery for you to solve, because it is something that you can solve.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a new page now.
Yeah, that fucking rattled me.
Right? Yeah, no, this is the ending that a lot of people like besides the other two endings. But this is one of the endings that a lot of people like because of how shit hits the fan.
Yeah, after the fucking torture room, shit hits the fan. Like, everything is going up in flames.
Yeah.
Like, you get out of there, you find fucking Santa, Ace, and Clover fucking dead. Go through the door, figure out it's already unlocked. The next one's also already unlocked. The fucking final door opens. You find June in there, or Connie in this case. You realize the other two didn't follow you, so you go back. They're already fucking dead. So then, broken and battered and bruised, Junpei just goes to the submarine and gets backstabbed.
Yep. And you can see the fucking silhouette of whoever killed you.
Yeah. Fucking Danganronpa ass. Who is the blackened silhouette?
Yep. It's definitely one of my favorite endings.
I can see why, but that shook me. Like, that actually shook me.
Yeah. Director Kotaro Uchikoshi, the man himself.
There he is again.
Yep. The end. Or is it? Yeah, no, in this ending you learn a lot of shit that is important to the other routes. This route is not mandatory, but it certainly gives you a lot of stuff to work with.
Yeah.
And also the mystery of who the fuck killed you all.
Yep.
Oh yeah, pay attention to this shit. Because this is new, believe it or not. Well, after this. After I save the game.
Yeah, save the game.
Oh yeah, and now I need to put the sub ending down below in the OBS.
Ending 6.
Okay, yeah, pay attention to this. Oh, no, wait, there's not this? Oh, never mind. I guess the little movie that they show you is only on the Steam version. Okay, so the Steam version shows you a flashes of images that basically gives you a hint on what route you should go next.
Okay, you want to show me that off screen, basically?
Well, given the endings that are left, maybe it's for the best. Maybe it's for the best. Oh shit. But anyway.
Okay.
But anyway, besides that though, yeah. Besides that, do you want to know what the fucking achievement of this is called in Steam for the Steam version?
What's it called on Steam? What's it
We
called?
all die in a jello submarine.
Oh my god!
Yup. Yeah, instead of live is die. It's a Pills reference. Oh yeah, and the ending of the act is called Let Me Ask You a Question.
Of course, you have to.
It's a typical one. Alright, so, which point do you want me to go to? Maybe the choice when we were cheating?
Ooh. Yeah, I think that's like the most logical place to go. I don't know if I have the energy to go through another route like that, though.
Yeah, you think you had
like,
enough for this one?
Yeah, I think I've had enough for today. That fucking rattled me, dude.
Yeah, yeah, no, honestly, understandable. But in that case, for the next one, I should leave you ready to choose on the last doors, right? Where Junpei cheated and all that shit?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, that's gonna be all for today then, guys. Don't worry. This time I won't delete the footage before it's actually uploaded to YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all for today. If you guys like the video, please do leave a like. And oh wait, right. How can I forget? Your thoughts so far?
I think you know most of them right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
honestly,
my god.
yeah.
Also, this fucking episode further solidifying my love for Seven.
Mm-hmm.
The motherfucker is badass, I'm gonna
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Lotus is slowly redeeming herself.
Hmm.
But we didn't really see. I can't really say much of anything about everyone else except for maybe June, because we had that like one-on-one moment with June.
Yeah, in the
That's
shop.
like,
Yeah, in the
there's not
showers
really
and
much
now
I can say
here.
about the characters. Yeah, like everyone else was just everyone else was just a no-show.
Yeah, and I will tell you, it is basically deliberate because it is basically the player's thing to unravel everything as it goes.
Yeah.
For example, we already got some little details there and there, while quite not getting the full picture yet.
Yeah.
For example, now with the Seven was getting some little snippets on what his past could have been and why he knows some of this shit. And now in this route, we ended up figuring out why all that was. It's all connected because he was a cop.
Yeah.
And now we also know Lotus role in all this too.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that though, I can't wait for... Yeah, are you available for tomorrow?
Yeah, work is the same time as today, so I should be.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's gonna be all for today, guys. If you guys like this video, please do leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And become part of the Discord server so you do not miss out any uploads to YouTube. And once I get better internet, it's not from my phone, I'll be going live on Twitch for some more heavy-duty games. With all that, I bid you all, my dear travelers, adieu. So bye-bye, and have a great day, everybody!
Bye-bye.